next guest is a founding member of R.E.M. Their latest album is the soundtrack for the movie Man on the Moon. Please welcome Michael Stipe. How have you been?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Actually, do you remember the last time I was on, I took a picture of you?
Yeah, you took a picture of me on the air. Do you have it?
Yeah, it's terrible. No, it came out really good, actually.
I don't know. My pictures of me don't come out too great.
I was going to buy you a tie, actually, at Saks. I was Christmas shopping.
Really? You were going to get me a tie?
I like that one, yeah.
You like this one?
Yeah, it matches the upholstery, actually.
It's made from the upholstery.
It is.
Yeah. That's where we get our ties. We cut them out, dye them. You know what's funny? I wanted to bring up something with you right away, which was that, of course, we do the show out of Manhattan, and we have a big staff here, about 100 people, and everybody sees you all over the place. You walk around Manhattan. You're very, you're not someone who's like in a limo with the windows up.
No.
And I'm wondering, you must get hassled a lot.
I know those people.
You know the people in the limos?
Yeah.
Okay, I would kill for a limo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get you one.
Get me a limo, please.
Rex, can you do something about that?
Rex? I gotta talk to Rex.
He's
Rex?
my dog.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding, Rex.
But you're one of those people that's just walking around completely accessible.
Yeah.
Do you get hassled? Because you're very recognizable. Do you try and disguise yourself at all?
No, I tried once. It never works. I just look like an idiot, you know.
Right.
I went to see U2 when they did their last concert. I went to Las Vegas, and I had a purple wig, and it had.
Yeah.
And
You'll blend right in, my friend.
it's Vegas, you know.
Right.
It was the only color that they had, and so I put it in ponytails like Patti Smith, you know. And, it didn't work. I was like an odd, you know, stadium of 80,000 people were like, Michael. I'm like,
They thought so you're not going to do that again.
No, I just look like a dork. So I don't, no wigs and no. I don't really know.
You just go and you talk to people if they want. If they have a
I've never
question.
seen you in the street. Do you wander around?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm all over the place because I have a dog.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know, dog has to go out, so.
Oh yeah.
I ride in the limo and hold a leash out the window. I talk to my dog through lawyers. Another thing I want to ask you about is I was watching you, and I think it was on Saturday Night Live, you were performing, and at one point I noticed you have a tattoo under your arm.
I do. Yeah.
Which...
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's see the tattoo, yeah.
Give me $1.
$1? I'm wearing my talk show clothes. I don't have any money in it, you know. I'll give you my watch, but...
Hold on. There it is.
Right there. Can you get a shot of that, Liz? Okay, so this is, first of all, what is it? Is that the Cracker Jacks?
That's Crazy Cat.
Oh, Crazy Cat, okay.
And that's Ignat's Mouse.
Ignat's
and
Mouse.
that's the brick.
So, what else?
The brick is repeated here.
There's a brick theme.
Yeah, my sister gave it to me for Christmas.
You can give someone a tattoo for Christmas?
Well, she didn't actually apply it. I mean, she didn't.
Right,
It was a
you
gift,
had a professional.
A gift certificate to a professional tattooist.
Right. That'd be great if she said, no, I'm going to do it right now. I've never done it before. Oops, you know.
But while you're sleeping, so you wake up Christmas morning.
Yeah. Hey! Hey. But what I was curious about is that that's like, it's painful.
I can
but
think
that's
of like
a sensitive
one,
area.
Really, yeah.
Well, how did you get through the process? Like, when they were tattooing the underside of your arm, did it, like, hurt incredibly?
I fainted, actually. Which I love, actually, I have to say, I love fainting. It's an incredible experience. It is. This is not an Iron John moment or anything, but honestly, fainting is like, how many people have fainted? Have you? Do you faint a lot?
I've never fainted in my life.
It's so much fun. It's like your whole brain empties out, right?
Oh, I've had that happen. I haven't fainted, but that's a nightly occurrence, yeah.
They shoved a Snickers bar in my mouth to...
They put a Snickers bar in your mouth?
Yeah, so I wouldn't bite my tongue. No, so for the sugar. When you faint, you know, you need sugar to bring you back, apparently, I guess.
That's never heard of that in medical. I've watched ER a million times. Get me a Snickers bar, stat! Get me some twigs. I've never heard of that one. We should talk about this project because Man on the Moon, this is an interesting thing. What usually happens is that someone writes a movie or creates a movie, and then they go and they find someone to come up with the music.
Yeah.
R.E.M. comes out with the song Man on the Moon in '92,
yeah.
And it's about Andy Kaufman, which people really weren't thinking about at the time. And then the movie, I think in some way, stemmed from the song, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, he died in 1984, and I think he kind of was becoming a footnote of American pop culture. And we wrote the song for a record called Automatic for the People.
Yeah.
And thank you. And, It was actually, I mean, it was the last day of mixing. We'd done the whole record. The band had this one piece of music that they kept pushing on me, and I had writer's block, and I put on the headphones and walked around downtown Seattle and came up with a lyric, and I went back to the studio and sang it. We mixed it that night, and we turned it into the record company the next morning. So I didn't really even know what I'd written about, much less that Andy Kaufman was the primary character.
So you didn't intend to write a song about it, it just happened?
But he was a huge influence on me. I mean, I've been lifting from him for years as a performer. And then we did a video for it. We used footage of Kaufman that his family obligingly offered. And the song was the song and the video were a huge hit outside the U.S. and also it was played here. And there was it was kind of the catalyst for interest in Andy's career and his life and his work again.
And now there's this
full-length movie with Milos Forman directing, and he called me on the phone and said, "Do you want to score my movie?" And I couldn't believe, you know, I mean, I really think he's one of the top, most amazing directors. Like, you know, there's a scene in Amadeus that is one of my, I think it's one
Which
of the...
one?
When his arch rival, what's the guy's name?
Salieri.
Thank you. When he's describing the genius of Amadeus and how beautiful the music is, and he knows in his heart that he can never, as hard as he works, he can never achieve what this kid who has no reverence for his work has achieved just by sitting down at a piano. That scene to me is so beautifully played.
So this is great. Now you've worked with the man. You guys have created a movie, Man on the Moon, and the soundtrack.
We scored it, and we wrote a new song for him. He wanted another song about Andy Kaufman, and that was really hard for me lyrically because, you know, I felt like I'd already written
felt like you'd done that.
The Paramount Andy Kaufman R.E.M. tribute song had been written. So instead, I just kind of self-cannibalized that song for the new one. I took like the third verse, my favorite lines, and I made him a background vocal in the choruses. And I wrote a song about someone who's trying to achieve the impossible. The great beyond, you know, pushing
which is out there now.
Pushing an elephant up the stairs, all that.
Well, it's the movie which I saw. We have Jim Carrey on Friday promoting the movie, and he does an amazing job in the film. And the soundtrack is great, Man on the Moon, and it's available and it's out there now. And Michael, we just love it when you come by.
Thank you.
Really cool to have you. Michael Stipe, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, folks, that's our show for the night. Stay tuned for later, and we will see you tomorrow. We want to thank all our guests. Bye-bye.